The Daihatsu Terios is a mini SUV, first released in 1997 by the Japanese car manufacturer Daihatsu. The engines are a modified Daihatsu Charade 1.3-litre or Carry Car 660cc unit, with constant four-wheel drive or two-wheel drive, respectively. It has a 5-speed manual transmission or a 4-speed automatic transmission. The width of the first-generation Terios is less than 1500 m, to fulfill the Carry Car regulations. Also to meet these regulations, the Carry Car Terios is shorter, losing the rearmost side window. The second generation of Terios was co-developed by Daihatsu and fellow Japanese manufacturer Toyota. First generation. The first generation was available as a 5-door estate, and the smaller Carry Car model called the Terios Kid, which was only released in Japan. In 2000, Daihatsu gave the Terios a mild facelift both in the exterior and interior of the vehicle. A new chrome grille replaced the black plastic grille. The high-grade model gained electric front windows, central locking, rear seat head restraints, alloy wheels, roof rails and a roof-mounted rear spoiler. Mechanically, the 1.3-litre SOHC four-cylinder engine fitted to the previous model had been replaced by the new 1.3-litre DOHC four-cylinder engine. Power was also increased by 3 kW. A sport version of the K3 VET engine was produced in Japan. In Australia, a limited edition Sport Series was introduced in 2001 with only 200 units being available. The vehicle had body color matching bumpers, different from the two-tone bumper color on the standard model. Rear spoiler and sunroof became standard. The interior was updated with metallic paint finish on the center console and dashboard. This was the first Daihatsu to be assembled in Venezuela, where production began in November 2001. Versions: Terios J100G 1997-1999 HCE JSOHC 1295cc engine 89 PS 4WD, J102G 2000-2004 4WD, engine K3VE DOHC 1297cc engine 92 PS, engine K3 VET DOHC 1297cc turbo engine 140 PS. J122G 2000-2004 2WD type. Terios Kid, J111G 1998-2005 light pressure turbo 659cc 4WD 60 PS, J111G 1998 intercooler turbo 659cc 4WD 64 PS. J131G 1998-2005 light pressure turbo 659cc 2WD 60 PS, J131G 1998 intercooler turbo 659cc 2WD 64 PS. Terios Lucia, J111G/J131G for 2002 only. Variation of Terios Kid. International. The first-generation Daihatsu Terios is also known as Toyota Kami. In Malaysia, the car is locally assembled as the Perodua Bajaj Perodua Kembara. In India, there is a Terios-derived vehicle known as the Premier Rio from Premier Automobiles Limited, which is a rebadged Zoti Nomad I. It is powered by a Peugeot diesel and petrol engine, and since 2012 has a Fiat diesel option. In China, it is known by two ways. One of them is under the Bajaj Zoti 2008 and 5008 propelled with a 1.5-litre engine provided by Mitsubishi. As an unauthorized copy of the car, which caused some controversy, and the FAW badged it as the Hyali Terios. Since 2009, Daihatsu withdrew from the China market due to bad performance, and sold the tooling and rights of this car to First Auto Works, who has been their partner in China. The new name now is the FAW M80 Senya. Two versions 1.3L and 1.5L are sold, with either 5 or 7 seats. Both engines are imported Toyota DVVT engines. In Indonesia, a version of the Terios is known as the Daihatsu Taruna, with a longer rear-based body capable of seating 7 people. The Taruna was launched in 1999 with a different fascia and a 1589cc HDC petrol engine. The name Taruna translates roughly as young knight, or cadet in Indonesian. It is available with standard CL and FL trims, Deluxe EX and FX trims, and Sporty CSX and FGX trims. There are also CSA and FGZ trim level, which are similar to CSX and FGX. A more stylish version, the Daihatsu Taruna OXXY, was launched in March 2005. Second generation. The second generation, known as Daihatsu D-Concept 4X4, made an appearance in 2005 at the Tokyo Motor Show before being named the new Daihatsu Terios, which went into production in 2006. The second generation of the Terios is also wider, nearly 1700 mm, compared to the first generation, which is less than 1500 mm. On the Japanese domestic market, the Terios has been succeeded by the Daihatsu B-Euro-Pound-Go and Toyota Rush. However, in European, South American and most other Asian markets, the new model is sold under the name Terios. Daihatsu designs and manufactures the Terios and also supplies the vehicle to Toyota under a consigned/OEM manufacturing agreement. Both use 1.3 litre or 1.5 litre engine. Diesel-engined versions are awaited. Only the 1.5 litre version is available with both 2- or 4-wheel drive. The Terios features a permanent 4WD system via lockable central differential. However, it lacks low-ratio gears. Indonesia. In December 2006, Toyota and Daihatsu in Indonesia launched the second generation of Rush and Terios, which have longer wheelbase. However, the car only comes with rear-wheel drive. The Daihatsu Terios and Toyota Rush are available only with the long wheelbase in Indonesia. The difference between Rush and Terios: Rush is designed for 5 people only, and Terios is designed for 7 people, so the Rush lacks third-row seating. Also, both cars have different rim, with 7 bespoke wheel from JDM version of Toyota Rush installed on Daihatsu Terios and 5 bespoke wheel from European market Daihatsu Terios installed on Toyota Rush. In Indonesia, Terios came with 3 trim levels: TS, TS Extra and TX. And TS Extra have almost spotless unsimilarities apart from parking sensor, wheel hub, and automatic transmission. Whilst Daihatsu Terios TX have a striking differences even from the previous versions and facelifts, such as 2-tone body kits and wheel arches, brand new bespoke alloy wheels, spoiler is standard, and sat-nav with DVD player doubled-in stereo. Toyota Rush. A 7-seater version of the Daihatsu Terios was also offered by UMW Toyota in some countries like Malaysia and Indonesia as a Toyota Rush, Grand Terios in Egypt, and as Terios Advantage in some countries like Chile starting February 2008. The vehicle is imported from Indonesia, manufactured by Astra Daihatsu Motor. The Toyota Rush in Malaysia and Indonesia comes in 2 trim levels: the 1.5G and the 1.5S. The key differences between these trims are: Peradua Nautica. At around the same time, Peradua, Daihatsu's local partner in Malaysia, also launched a short wheelbase version of the Daihatsu Terios. Sold as the Peradua Nautica, it was launched in Malaysia in May 2008. This was fully imported from Japan, except for the front grille, front bumper and rear bumper, which are manufactured and fitted in Malaysia. It has a 1.5-litre DVVT engine, full-time 4WD, projector headlamps, a 5-seater with dark interior. The price tag of the Peradua Nautica is not much different from the long-wheelbase Toyota Rush. It comes with only 2 color choices, and comes in automatic transmission only. The Nautica was quietly discontinued in 2009, slightly less than a year after its launch. Only a mere total of 489 units were ever sold. The reason for the discontinuation was because, as a national car company focused on local manufacturing, Peradua was unable to obtain sufficient necessary approved permits for vehicle importation, as the Nautica was imported in CBU form from Japan. References. External links.